my recent State of the City address, I shared that one of Whitehall's historical challenges has been crime, and that I wouldn't shy away from that fact. I won't shy away from that fact because this challenge is being met head-on by our police division. Since I started as your mayor in 2012, we have seen the Division of Police budget increase by 46%. This, coupled with the hiring of Chief of Police Mike Crispin and the implementation of a Safer Whitehall initiative, we have seen results in improved crime stats and improved perceptions of safety throughout our community.
Well, after the first 3-year strategic plan, we had a reduction in violent crime by 27%. At one point, it was down to almost 40%. And we had 20-year record lows with robberies and burglaries. Well, everything sort of changed in 2020. You had the pandemic, right? And the pandemic started having issues in the families. Domestic violence really went up pretty high and became an issue with us. We had to partner with the city attorney's office to sort of resolve. We also saw throughout the summer, we began to see property crimes increase and violent crime started increasing. We just saw a trend that hasn't really turned back since then. And much of what we achieved over that first 3 years has been replaced with what we've seen since 2020. So moving forward, one of the things we're going to have to do to build up safety in Whitehall and to get back to those successes we were at, we're going to need resources, more officers. We've always needed those officers to begin with to deal with our humanitarian issues, but we really need them now to deal with these crime rates and then back to deal with those humanitarian issues. So we need space. We have one of the oldest buildings, if not the oldest building in Franklin County for policing. And we certainly need some help in space and resources and technology to allow us to be efficient in that process. For example, if you look at the East Side agencies, we're 50% or more in most areas of enforcement efforts and responsibility related to crime with less officers. And this is why I'm grateful to City Council and Mayor Maggard for placing the Safer Whitehall Levy, Issue 10, on the primary election ballot.
Issue 10 is a 2.822 mil property tax levy, and if approved by the Whitehall voters, 100% of this revenue would support police operations and safety capital improvements. This would include the hiring of 6 new police officers, as well as the renovation and expansion of the police station.
So as you learn more about Issue 10, and if you have questions, I would invite you to join me at the next Safer Town Hall meeting so we can talk about those things.
Please learn more about the Safer Whitehall Levy before you vote in the primary election this year.